So it's done. We are leaving Murphy and going back to the pirate ship. Lots of things have changed and a lot of stuff has been happening behind the scenes. And Murphy has found a new owner, and now we have enough cash to purchase an offshore life raft for our next big adventure. In this episode, we pack up our things and take some measurements for parts that will need to be collected in the States for Murphy. Then we say goodbye to Mexico for now. It's been such an incredible project. I have had such a good time working with Anya and Jordan. I had no idea, though, that there would be such an interest in this 39 Lancer when we started the project. The boat really isn't my cup of tea, but the people that love this type of boat really love them. I just couldn't pass up the deal, and in the end, it was a really good decision.
I didn't know what my heart was in for till you stepped into the room. And I didn't show, but I wanted to know everything I could about you. See, I was told the dreams were made to be believed.
Packing up the boat is bittersweet, especially now that Murphy has a brand new owner. That's right, she sold.
Like a bird to the breeze, and we floated together for a while. But you had to go, now I carry the load. Took off in the wind and my smile. See, I was told the dreams were made to be believed in, so I put every single dream in you.
If you guys pick it up a little bit, then I could winch.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just tell me when you're ready.
Lift!
But you said the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor. 'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adore. What is love?
We've had so much fun putzing around in the Sea of Cortez and doing little projects on the boat. I'm so sad that it's over.
There, you're
What is love anymore?
You've done well.
But you said the bar so high above the sky, and you nailed it to the floor.
How do you feel about leaving Murphy?
You know, a few days ago I was kind of ready for it, and now I'm not really ready to leave. It's so beautiful here. How do you feel about leaving Murphy?
Pretty sad now that my time here is over.
Yeah, it's so pretty here.
'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adore.
Don't you wish that, like, the day that we're leaving, it was, like, raining sideways or something? So you'd be like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. It's just, like, the most stunningly beautiful day.
It's exactly. I was just thinking too. Now, how do you feel about Murphy now opposed to the whole drive up here when you and I were coming to look at her? You were just like, this boat is just so ugly. I don't know. This is off brand. I don't want to. I'm not sure.
From a utilitarian standpoint, it's a great boat. Like, this deck right here I'm sitting on, like, for fishing and having fun and snorkeling and all that stuff, it's amazing. I think she's ugly as sin. She's growing on me. She's definitely growing on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what she looks like all gussied up. More than we already have, really.
I mean, think about the day that we got here and unloaded everything onto the dock.
Yeah, she was a mess. We have done a lot.
'Cause for some odd reason I'm done believing in this one thing I adore.
So after a very fun season on Murphy, we're gonna head back to the pirate ship and get going on her. And then eventually these two are gonna meet. I think Murphy's gonna be jealous.
I'm pretty sure. But she served her purpose for now, and we're gonna go back and get parts. And I'm really excited to see this gal gussied up, and it'll be nice to have a place to stay while we're doing some of those projects, which will be on the big boat. So, yeah, we've made some good memories and we've had some good times, and I hope you guys have enjoyed making this season as much as I have enjoyed creating it. So, I will see you in the Pacific Northwest. Let's go.
What is loving anymore?
Now we say goodbye and take the funds from the sale of Murphy and purchase the offshore safety gear needed for the pirate ship.
Okay, here we go. Bye, Murphy.
I thought it was right. Everything that I had inside my mind, everything felt so right for such a wrong time.
Okay, I'm gonna run this up to the trash and then grab the parts.
Sounds great.
Did you get bits? I got Ouchie.
God. My whole hand is numb right now.
Oh, I bet. Thanks for taking one for the team, I guess. Feel bad for Jordan.
What stung her?
A bee, like a big wasp.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm allergic. We'd be stabbing me with an EpiPen right now that we don't have.
Hello everybody. I can't believe it's already been a whole season. It feels like just yesterday when I arrived on the boat. Unfortunately, my time here is up. I don't know why I signed up for only one season. I totally should have signed up for as long as I could stay. I'm so bummed to be leaving now. I'm so grateful for the opportunity because it really inspires me to realize that this is so attainable. It's so possible if you just put yourself out there. So Aubrey, Jordan, Searle, all the best on the pirate ship adventures. I'll be watching. Fair winds until then.
Good morning, world. We're waking up in the Scout and it is so beautiful. Just so pretty. Take a look. And how's the beautiful Jordan this morning?
I'm fabulous. I slept so hard. Where are we?
Oh, why hello. We are back at our little home court for the Daily Show. I mean, for the Murphy. I'm sorry, my brain's gonna explode.
I'm trying to help it not explode, but we'll see.
More coffee. Pretty tight shot, but I like it. Cheers. Cheers. We are in Loretto, I wanted to say La Paz, and we are looking for colanders because we would like to sit on the top tonight of the Scout and look for aliens. But it's the only way to keep
us safe so they don't read our thoughts.
We don't want them knowing what we're thinking.
We can't have them knowing.
They'll be scarred for life.
Well, that's the cutest little guard dog in the whole world.
Come here. Oh, come here, Benaki.
Oh God, we can't take these all to the boat. Oh boy. Do we have some new friends?
Wow, this is so beautiful.
This ride is really, really, really stunning. And Jordan, so sweetly, has been stopping everywhere so I can take pictures, which has been cool.
Anything to delay the exit of Mexico,
Oh, yeah.
I support.
Yeah.
Stop number 873. But I'm totally cool with it. Anything to delay the exit of Mexico.
Took a picture of myself in the reflection. We'll see how it turns out.
Woohoo, you got the shot.
Jordan drops me at the airport, I fly back to Houdini, and she continues her road trip north with the Scout. Home sweet home, here she is. Oh, I won't miss that step. Okay. So today, this one is going to take me up the mast, but I'm not dressed for it. So it's super sunny and beautiful and also extremely cold. The wind's blowing about 8 knots, probably 10 up aloft. Anyway, I'm gonna put on some fallies and head up the mast. We're gonna take some measurements for the sails from Precision. So we got off the phone with Precision yesterday, and what an amazing team they have there. So we were able to really figure out exactly how to take the measurements and what measurements are important and why. So I'll add a link to some of those explanation videos that they have. Incredible. I was so intimidated before to measure for my own sails, and now I'm not. That's exciting. I'm not looking forward to going up the mast right now because it is so cold. Let's get dressed for the occasion.
You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever coming on. Oh, you know you're all I want. Keep saying that I hate it, but it's kind of fun. Watching me come undone.
All right, let's go.
Pull the out hole as far back as I can go, and then do the measurement from the hole that the clue would go through.
Okay, 212.5. Well, this is what our fantastic rigger did. Entertaining to watch, but maybe not doing the best work. So our next measurement has to do with the rake of the mast. So the rake is how much the mast is leaning back in relation to the deck, and that's an important measurement for the shape of the sail. So what we're doing now is we're going to hang a weight from the halyard and measure from the mast to the line at the base of the boom, and then there's a calculation that can be done to figure out what the rake of the mast is and the shape of the sail. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we've got this handy dandy weight hung from there, and now we're going to take a measurement from here to that line. Take it away, squirrel.
The wind, I would say a good solid 44 inches.
All right. So we've tied the 100-foot measuring tape here, and we burned 2 feet, and we'll make that calculation when we take the final measurement. So now we're going to hoist away. Ready, Freddie?
Slow down, slow down.
see.
Try pull it tight because the wind is gonna... That looks good.
Okay, 51.2.
Nice. Definitely gonna put a larger shackle on here.
Okay. Just hoist myself up now.
Yeah. How's that back feeling now?
Tight as she can go. Yeah. Nice.
See what I mean? I definitely need a larger one. It's mine like this.
Okay. Almost all the way up the mast. Well, we're to the crow's nest. And it's really high. Eee. Ah, beautiful though. So we went up, when I say we, I mean I, and measured the, what is it called again?
The
Crane.
masthead crane.
Went up, measured the masthead crane, and the little guy is 6 inches. Now I have to go up the mizzen and take the same measurements so that we can figure out the correct size for our sails. So we're gonna use this little winch handle to winch me up. I think that this winch, which is a 42, seems to be a little small for this application, so unfortunately I think I'm going to need a bigger winch. Also, in my dream world, I would have 2 powered winches for the main winches in the cockpit. Those things are 55s. I love them. We're going to use them for now, and for now until, I don't know, I win the lottery and I can buy all new winches for this sucker that are electrified or hydraulicified. Because that'll make things so easy for the ladies on board. That's me. Today has been pretty successful, I think. We finished measuring up for the sails, and I'm pretty stoked. Hopefully we can get the main and mizzen remade in time to get down the coast. And I just can't believe how good Precision Sails customer service is. Like, seriously, top-notch customer service. Thank you so much. You guys are really amazing. I mean, really. So more on what exactly happened for us to need to recut the sails on Vimeo. I like to keep it positive here, but head on over there if you want to find out exactly what happened. Anyway, sun's going down, and it is a beautiful day in the San Juans, and we're going to go cozy up down below. Let's go. This is very romantical.
Yeah, nice little swing seat
Like
overlooking Fisherman's Bay.
like the front porch we don't have.
You've completed your work and you give yourself your pat on your back, and that always like relaxed, and she's proud of herself, and I like that.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to catch up in real time, go over to sailingmisslonestar.com and check out the daily show. There's videos up each and every day. As always, thank you so much to our patrons for making these videos possible.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time on Sailing Miss Lone Star.